All right, so we got some more live webinar questions. This one's from Ash, and Ash asks, how do
Okay.
you respond when clients want to make their own herbal remedies after you make your recommendations? Do you give them recipes? I have people ask me where do I get my herbs from.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that there's like two perspectives that I have on this. I'll just share because I'm honest and I'll just put myself out there. Um, so my first perspective, which is true to my values and my ethics, is that um, you know, herbalism and using herbs is this incredibly beautiful journey into loving relationship with the body. And the more that we can get our clients to invest their time into this relationship, I think the more healing can happen for them, the more healing they can direct in their own lives. And so we're putting these tools and these opportunities into people's hands to do what they want to do. I have clients that sometimes will say, hey, I already have, whatever, a couple of ounces of St. John's wort. Can you send me a blend that would have that has the St. John's wort in it? Well, that is formulated with St. John's wort in it, and I'll just put this in when it arrives. Sure, no problem. Absolutely. I have clients who are farmers and plant people, and they're very interested in being able to create their own formulas and to create their own tinctures and extracts. And so they come to me for the suggestions of like, okay, where can I put all of my attention and energy? Like, what should I be making? And I will happily share with them my tincture making process from both fresh and dry, and get excited about sharing that with them. I think that it's also, for me, really wonderful when I can share my sources with other people. Especially if I am supporting American herb farmers. And so I often have clients will ask me like, well, where can I get, where could I get a pound of that fresh? And I'll be like, well, here are the farms that I order from. I'm sure they would be happy to talk to you about sending you a fresh pound if they've got it, or be on the lookout for pre-order in the winter, or like in the early spring. Because again, in that regard, not only am I supporting my client, but I'm also supporting all of these epic American herb farmers that are out there like doing the good work. So I do feel really good about sharing the how-to and do-it-yourself perspectives. I think the other side of this is, I know that I can't control for error if there is error out there, and the client harvests something that's not right, or I can't control for these factors and the error. So part of being able to custom blend for my clients gives me the opportunity to make sure that they are actually ingesting what I've suggested they should ingest. And so I can't control for client error, but I do have a clause in my informed consent and disclosure, which really is very clear about this. If you don't have to buy herbs from me, should you choose to get them out elsewhere or to source your herbs in other ways, the liability is your own. I'm pretty clear about that in my paperwork up front. So I'm not creating any gray area for myself or my business. And then the other thing I'll say too, because I have to, because clinical practice is a business, your dispensary can be a very important revenue stream in your business. And it can be really difficult sometimes to have a client say to you, oh, I'd rather do this myself, when that you could be potentially earning income from supplying them with herbs, and that may work or look better financially for you. If you end up working with a population of individuals that tend to want to do their own and create their own and make their own blends and all of these other things, I would just caution you to maybe factor that into your pricing schedule with your consultations, so that you are creating a little bit of a buffer for yourself there and maybe not so much of a loss. But at the end of the day, I'll just go back to like my first value, which is, the more that people can do to be proactive in building relationship with their body, the better. And so for me, if that means making tinctures yourself and doing blends yourself, awesome. That's what we need. That's what we need.
It's good practical advice, Erika.
Thanks.
Yeah.